Λοιπόν, για την πάρτι σας χάλασα το MP3. Πήρε υγρασία. Τι κάνουμε σήμερα? Θα το ανεβάσω βέβαια μία μέρα μετά, αλλά το έκανα αμέσως μετά την ημέρα που έκανα το μισάωρο το πρόγραμμα με τα δίκυλα στο επιτόπιο και ώμους. Οπότε δεν το έκανα από ξεκούραση το σημερινό πρόγραμμα. Βγήκε από ημέρα κούρασης στις συγκεκριμένες μυϊκές ομάδες. Αν πούμε ότι δούλεψα χθες 2 συγκεκριμένες ομάδες, που δεν είναι έτσι, όλο το σώμα δούλεψε, αλλά τέλος πάντων. Πάλι σήμερα ο μεταβολισμός πάει στα κόκκινα. Με την πυγμαχία χάνεις τις περισσότερες θερμίδες από το κάθε τι. Μπορείτε να το ψάξετε αυτό που σας λέω. Βέβαια, όταν λέμε πυγμαχία, να έχει και αντίπαλο, έτσι. Όχι ότι αυτό που κάνω είναι λίγο, αλλά δεν είναι το ίδιο. Δένουμε καλά τα χέρια. Αν χτυπάω σε λάστιχα, μπορείτε να το κάνετε στον αέρα. Και λάστιχα να μην έχετε και σάκο να μην έχετε, μπορείτε να το κάνετε στον αέρα, δηλαδή σκιαμαχία. Δώστε βάση σε συνδυασμούς, δώστε βάση σε ρυθμό. Χωρίς ρυθμό δεν θα βγει. Όταν λοιπόν βάζω τέτοιους στόχους, σκοπός δεν είναι να σακατεύω με μία στο τόσο για να σακατευτώ. Σκοπός αυτού του είδους της προπόνησης είναι το να γνωρίζω πως όποτε αποφασίσω να κάνω κάτι, θα βγει, θα το κάνω. Δεν υπάρχει, δεν έχει, δεν μπορώ. Εντάξει, αυτός είναι ο σκοπός. Κυρίως ψυχικός. Λοιπόν, να μην τα πολυλογώ, πάμε στο βίντεο, όποιος θέλει ακολουθεί.
Hard and impossible are two different things. Look, if it was easy, everybody would do it. So do me a huge favor. Stop looking for the easy road, because there is not. There's no easy road. Listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it, but it's not impossible. Nothing is impossible. The only thing that's impossible is what you make impossible. So I need you to understand that it's not going to be an easy road. Don't keep calling me and telling me you're going to get on the dean's list. Do me a favor. Don't tell me you're going to be on the honor roll. Shut up. Go to work and show me. Show me what you got. Show me. And I'm telling you, some of y'all, you lying to yourself. You say you want to be great. You say you want to get to the next level. But listen to me very closely. You talk too much. Shut up, get in the lab, and let's go to work.
Motivation is bullshit. Motivation doesn't get anything done. Motivation gets you going. Discipline, commitment, strong habits is what gets things done. Motivation is very ungrounded, right? It's all up here. Whoa, I feel good. When it comes time to bring it into practice, you cannot rely on it. Motivation is just a feeling. Grounded action is what gets things done.
I value myself enough to give 120% or don't do it. That's the problem with some of you. You always want to blame other people. You want to hold other people to the fire, but you're not holding yourself to the fire. You just said you're giving 50%. You owe you an explanation. You owe you an explanation. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why are you only giving 50%? What's wrong with you? You need to put yourself on punishment. You need to tell you no more TV, no more snacks, no more desserts, no, we working out now. No more alcohol, not right now. No, I can't handle it right now. You need to tell you that you owe you something. You already in pain, you already hurt, get a reward from it. Don't go to sleep until you succeed. Listen to me. I'm here to tell you today that you can come here, you can jump up, you can do flips, you can be excited when we give away money. But listen to me, you will never be successful until I don't have to give you a dime to do what you do. Say all in! All in! All in! All in! By any means necessary! Let's go!
But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning. And here's what I will share with you. That in the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain. a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. But in the process of doing that, you will discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now. What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine. What you will realize is that you're greater than your circumstances, that you don't have to go through life being a victim.
So you got to be a huge favor. Listen to me. After today, you need to know exactly what's going to happen on Monday. You need to know exactly what you need to do on Tuesday. You need to know exactly what you're going to do on Wednesday. You need to know exactly what you're going to do on Thursday. And I'm not suggesting that you have to work 24 hours. I'm not suggesting that. But I am suggesting and strategize your play if you're going to get to the next level. You never look at yourself in the mirror and say, you let you die. Until you get to that point, you let you die. You're not brave enough. You want to put it on somebody else. The reason why I'm not successful is because of my boss. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, I'm not getting up on time. I'm not going to work on time. I'm not putting in 120% when I'm at work. I let me down.
Posed to you in order for you to grow stronger. Even if you fail and fail and fail, you get knocked in your fucking face 10 times. You're not a failure until you quit. You become a machine. You don't think about whether you're going to write in your journal or not. You do it because you already made that commitment. Every single day, no matter what. It does not matter if both of your hands were cut off and you have to use your freaking mouth with a pen and write in your journal. You write in your freaking journal every single day. You don't think about it. When you have built a habit, it's ingrained in your nervous system in such a way that the brain doesn't even have to consider whether or not it will get done. It just gets done because you committed. I can't emphasize this enough how important it is for you to commit to small things on a daily basis, because that is what transforms you. It's those tiny little actions. It's not the grand visions, it's the tiny actions that move towards a worthy ideal.
And for those of you who are about to make a commitment that you'll never ever give 60%, you'll never ever give 70%, you'll never ever give 80%, from this day forward, you give it 120%. On 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's important to listen to everyone, as many people as you can, and get their input. But then finally, you have to make your own decision about what you're going to do. And that's it. That's what you feel, and that's it. And that's the most important thing, because it's you. You've done it. It's your thing. It's not anybody else's. It's your choice.
I think what people should be focusing on is, I have 24 hours. Like Oprah only has 24. Bill Gates only has 24. Like Warren Buffett only has 24 hours. And in that 24-hour period, I can either break my life or make my life. And I think, and I'm not saying you should have goals. I just think that goals for people is too high on the priority list. And I think what should be on the priority list is going to bed so you can wake up the next day and you can grind it out. And I'm just a dude that believes you reap what you sow. So if you're grinding on Monday, grinding on Tuesday, grinding on Wednesday, if you're grinding 6-7 days a week for a span of 5 or 6 years, something's got to come out of that.
And ladies and gentlemen, I started working on my dream. And most people don't work on their dreams. Why? For many years I didn't. One is because of fear. The fear of failure. What if things don't work out? And the fear of success. What if they do and I can't handle it? The other thing is that most people, ladies and gentlemen, they get comfortable. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves, and they end up becoming very cynical about life, and they throw in the towel on themselves, and on their families, and on their dreams.
find your vision and follow it. A goal, where do we go? Because you can have the best ship in the world. You can have the best cruise liner, but if the captain does not know where to go, that ship will drift around the world and out there at sea and will never end up anywhere. And this is exactly the way it is in real life. If you don't have a goal, if you don't have a vision, you just drift around. And you're not going to be happy.
He said, I got a question for you. Somebody answer the question for me. He said, when you were underwater, what did you want to do? He told the guy, he said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. That's it. And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep.
It's necessary that you align yourself with people and attract people into your business who are hungry, people who are unstoppable and unreasonable, people who are refusing to leave life just as it is and who want more. My mother used to say, birds of a feather flock together. If you run around with losers, you will end up a loser. It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream.
The simple truth is, if you don't have a vision, if you don't have a goal, if you don't see your future laid out in front of you, you're just floating around without a purpose. I always smiled when I worked, no matter how hard I worked. I always had a great time, no matter what I did. It didn't matter if it was in bodybuilding, or if it was in the movies, or if it was as governor. I remember in the pumping iron days, people asked me in the gym all the time, why are you smiling all the time? Why are you so happy? You don't look miserable, you look happy. And I tell them always, I say, I smile because I know exactly that every rep that I do, that every set that I do, every weight that I lift, I get one step closer to turning that vision of mine into reality and becoming that Mr. Universe. I don't feel any pain. I say the only thing I see is the finished scene. Never ever think small. If you're going to accomplish anything, you have to think big. You have to go and shoot for the stars. The biggest challenge most people have is because they think small. And the reason why people think small and why they choose small little goals is because they're afraid to fail. They know that if you shoot for a big goal, then the chances of failing are very high. And they're afraid of failing. It's one of the most common things why people are frozen and why they can't make a move in life, because they're scared of failing. That the only time you really consider the failure is if you fall and you don't get up. But if you get up, you never consider the failure.
I need you to be faithful over few. I need you to grind. Are you hearing me? I need you to grind. Every single opportunity you get, every chance you get. And I need you to grind on the little stuff. I need you to grind on the little stuff. I need you to grind on the little stuff. Talk about it, be about it, speak it once, put it out in the atmosphere. Don't be scared. Do your work, listen to me. Don't just go to work when you feel like it. Go to work every single day. Work on it every day. Even when you're down and out, even when you're not like feeling it, still do it. Why? Because when you're faithful over few, I read he'll make you ruler over many.
I believe that you can do this with anything at any moment in time, and I know you can. All you got to do is control your mental focus. So if you want to change your behavior, you must focus on how not doing something is going to be more painful than just going for it.
The most important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna hurt somebody. I'm gonna hurt somebody. Some of you need to give up your cell phone, because the time you spend on your cell phone could be used for your success. The time you could be using to be successful, you're using it on the cell. And the cell phone is not bringing you nothing but a bill. To be able at any moment to sacrifice what we are for what we could be. I don't do well in math. You're right. You ain't never studied. I'm not good in writing because you have never written before. But I dare you to fail in writing for a whole year to see if you can get to the end. I dare you to fail. I dare you to take that same class over and over again. I dare you to stop dropping classes like you soft. Always want to give up. I'm dropping. Why are you dropping? I'm so grateful that the slaves didn't drop and quit. Say, I'm just going to stop. I'm a slave. I'm just going to be a slave. I'm going to quit. Listen to me. The slaves said, we will live because one day we will become.
I think it is natural that when you have a big vision and big dreams and you have big goals, that people are going to say around you, I don't think it can be done. I think it's impossible, or no. I tell you, I heard this all the time, but I want to tell you, don't ever let them stop you from dreaming and from shooting for the big goal. Because eliminate just simply those words, no, impossible, and it can't be done. Last rule is, don't just take, give something back. Leave your mark on the world. I believe that we all have an obligation to do something for our community, something for our state, something for our country. We must serve a cause that is greater than ourselves. Because we all know that in the end we will be judged not by how much we made, but by how much we give.
With the sense that where we were almost didn't matter because we were becoming something greater.
There's a concept that I don't want to be an icon. I want to be an idea. You know, I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent magic, right? That you're in a universe and 2 + 2 = 4. 2 + 2 only equals 4 if you accept that 2 + 2 = 4. 2 + 2 is going to be what I want it to be. you know, and there's a redemptive power that making a choice has, you know, rather than feeling like you're at effect to all the things that are happening. Make a choice, right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's like it's water. It wants to move and go around stuff, you know. So for me, I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent the idea that you really can make what you want.
Jumping through fiery hoops to make that shit happen, but you can't even get your ass off the couch to go fucking train. So just be with that. That's me just being honest and helping you see the reality of the situation. You're not motivated because you don't want to do it. You don't want it. You know that you're getting excited because your body tells you. You've got to feel it in your body. Motivation happens in your body. The power is in your body. The intelligence is in your body. Get your body involved. Tell yourself a story that gets your heart rate up and your dick hard, and you'll be motivated to do anything. Done.
greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Period.
We don't have to just work on me. We should also work on we. Not just me, but also we. Remember that. To lead a truly full life, you must give back. You must leave the world a better place than you found it. Because the bottom line is, it is up to us.
The separation of talent and skill is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to excel, who have dreams, that want to do things. Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. There's no easy way around it. No matter how talented you are, your talent is going to fail you if you're not skilled. You know, if you don't study, if you don't work really hard and dedicate yourself to being better every single day, you'll never be able to communicate with people.
The universe is yours, right? And you need to understand that the universe is yours. That there are absolutely no limits. Whatever it is you want to accomplish or whatever it is you want to do, you literally have to see it first. Right? It doesn't start until you can visualize it. And once you can see it, like you're off to the races. It's your time. It's your product. It's your opportunity. You can do whatever you want, however you want to do it. All right? So your age is important because you guys get an opportunity to start as early as you want to, and you can go for as long as you want to. And that's critical. Like, I'm committed. If you keep that and do that thing you said, then what's going to happen is between the time you said it and the time you're going to blow up, life is going to happen.
It's possible for you to live your dream. It's necessary that you associate with winners, that you work your system, that you are relentless, that you never give up. It's you. You've got to take personal responsibility. You've got to make it your personal business to make it happen. And you've got to resolve within yourself that I can do this, that it's hard, but you've got to say, I'm the one. I'm the one to make this happen. I'm the one to become successful in this business. As you work to help other people to become successful, that feeds your success. But you know it's going to be hard. But find out what will make it worth it for you. Most people don't feel worthy. What I'm doing now, I could have been doing years ago. But because I did not have a college education, because I didn't believe in myself, because I allowed other people's opinion of me to control my destiny, I didn't act on my ideas. So I applaud you for your dreaming, for your running towards your dream. I applaud you for believing in yourself, because that's what life is about, stretching and challenging, looking for ways that you can begin to improve yourself.
Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year, but eventually it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. Stop giving up. Stop sleeping on the street. Stop walking up and down Lethal Avenue like you ain't got nothing, and get your GED. Stop being afraid to take a test. Stop being afraid to go to college because your daddy didn't go and your mama didn't go. Stop being afraid and be the best airtimist you can be. But listen to me, it's going to be hard. It took me 12 years with a 4-year degree, but I got it. And guess what? On the degree, it don't have dates. So if it took me 4 and it took me 12, it don't show up nowhere. But I'm exactly where I want to be because I realized I got to commit my very being to this thing. I gotta breathe it, I gotta eat it, I gotta sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours.
no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. The people that are running after their dreams are the people that are hungry. Shake somebody's hand on your right and left and say, you gotta be hungry. But not only is it important that you believe and begin to know that it's possible for you to live your dream as you run toward it, but I've done something that I want to share with you called Choosing Your Future. In fact, I've developed a set of tapes talking about how to begin to create your own reality by choosing your future. And not only is it important for you to know it's possible for you to choose your future, but it's necessary that you work on yourself, that you develop yourself. It's necessary that you get the energy drainers out of your life, people who don't want anything, people who are not striving, people who are not challenging themselves, people who aren't growing, people who have stopped dreaming. It's necessary that you align yourself with people and attract people into your business who are hungry, people who are unstoppable and unreasonable, people who are refusing to leave life just as it is and who want more. My mother used to say, birds of a feather flock together. If you run around with losers, you will end up a loser. It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream. It's necessary to know that everybody won't see it, that everybody won't join you, that everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation. That you are an uncommon breed. You know, you have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself. That's necessary. It's also, ladies and gentlemen, necessary that you be creative when you're working on your ideas. That you understand the importance of changing up, of readjusting your strategies. Many times we can have a great idea, but if you're not advancing it in the right way, and things don't happen, you become discouraged and think the idea doesn't work. No, that's not true. It's necessary that you be flexible, that you are always thinking of how can I improve this better. It's also necessary that you look for ways to always find a way to pull it out when everybody else thinks that you are defeated. That you've got to take personal responsibility to know that in order to become successful, you've got to make it your personal business to do it. But the next thing, ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you that some of you already know that it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard changing your life. The next step is, that is you. That is you. That no one can do it for you but you. And even though you face disappointments, even though you will experience some setbacks, it goes with the territory. You must understand that. It's not over until I win. John Leslie said, no, you can't go now, Dad. I said, why? He said, it's not over until I win. That was his attitude. We sat down and we played several other games. And finally, after the 11th game, John Leslie won, and he got up and he yawned. And he said, I'm ready to go to sleep now. And I'm saying to you, what if all of us took that attitude after we face a rejection and a no, and we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through? What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off. But you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and say to yourself, it's not over until I win. Until I win. The next thing that's important to know, yes, it's possible that you can choose your future and direct the course of your life as you run towards your dream. It's necessary that you have goals, that you write those goals down, that you plan, that you think constantly of how you can begin to improve what it is that you're doing. If it's your presentations, if it's your recruiting skills, whatever that is. coming through the lobby. And sometimes they would laugh. There's a guy talking about becoming successful. And look at it. He's bathing in the bathroom upstairs on the 21st floor. He sleeps on the floor. Him and two other dreamers up there. Look at him. It was hard, ladies and gentlemen, coming to speak to people. And I was facing financial difficulties in my own life. I was behind on my bills and my dreams, and I'm saying to them, you can live your dream. It was hard, ladies and gentlemen. It was very difficult to pick myself up each day believing that I could do it. There were times that I doubted myself. I said, God, why is this happening to me? I'm just trying to take care of my children and my mother. I'm not trying to steal or rob from anybody. Why did this have to happen to me? And here's what I want to say to you. For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. No one could have convinced me by holding on, by continuing to push forward, by continuing to run toward my dream. One day, I would have my own talk show. It's a long shot, ladies and gentlemen, from Liberty City, an abandoned building on a floor. Never knowing my mother or father. It's a long shot. Being here with you today in this dome in Atlanta, it's a long shot. No college training, labeled extra or mentally retarded, but I kept running toward my dream. Don't stop. Don't stop. Stop running toward your dream.
Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you're going to have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because if you go to sleep, you might miss the opportunity to be successful. That's how bad you got to want it. You got to go days without, listen to me, you got to want to be successful so bad that you forget to eat.
distance increases, the more we romanticize. All the small details from the everyday reminisces the past. Because things we want to forget are the things we can never forget.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it!
Sometimes we can't say, I can do that. But what we can say, that it's possible that I can have my dream as we run toward it, as we work on it day in and day out. No one, ladies and gentlemen, could have convinced me when I started out just over 6 years ago, working on my dream. And I want you to think about whatever your dream is, because I was willing to take a chance, and most people won't do that. Most of the people that you talk to try and bring them into the business, these are not risk takers. Most people have done all that they're ever going to do. They raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. Write down at least 5 reasons on why you deserve your dream, on why you won't give up, what's going to make you unstoppable, why you must be unreasonable, because logical, practical thinking says you can't do it today. But if you want to produce unreasonable results in your life, like living your dream and taking charge of your destiny, you've got to be an unreasonable person. You've got to be an uncommon person.
Stop, look directly in the mirror, and the one person you need to blow up, the one person you need to be successful is looking right back at you. And if you're willing to make a commitment to that person in the mirror, if you're willing to look at that person in the mirror and say, I'll make a commitment to you from this day forward, that whatever it takes, I'll do whatever it takes.
Possible. If just one of you capture the essence of what that means, that you have greatness within you and a responsibility to manifest that greatness, that you can make your parents proud, you can make your school proud, you can touch millions of people's lives, and the world will never be the same again because you came this way.
So many different experiences that you're probably going to experience in life. You know, getting in an accident, and there's so much. And each one of those aren't arbitrary. Think about how bad it could possibly become. That is not arbitrary. It is purposeful. It is set there for your growth, right? That's what life is about. Life is engaging in all of those really difficult situations for your growth, because always on the other end of that pain is a stronger version of yourself. That's why that pain is there. Look the ugliness in the face so that you can deal with it, so that you can grow past it.
Terror is not a new weapon. Throughout history, it has been used by those who could not prevail, either by persuasion or example. But inevitably they fail, either because men are not afraid to die for a life worth living, or because the terrorists themselves came to realize that free men cannot be frightened by threats, and that aggression would meet its own response. And it is in the light of that history that every nation today should know, be he friend or foe, that the United States has both the will and the weapon to join free men in standing up to their responsibilities.
You will have many victories to celebrate. You will leave, your work, and you will have extraordinary kind of a record, and you will leave a legacy behind that you can be proud of. So I want you to remember those rules. Have a vision. Think big. Ignore the naysayers. Work your ass off and give back and change the world.